And this is what might be the last part of the discussion: the motivation, orientation, effort, and attitude. These four things are commonly found in the discussion about motivation in language acquisition. First of all, we really have to set the clear cut, the boundary among these four, that despite the fact that they influence each other, or as what I mentioned here, as they can feed each other off, but they are actually different in terms of nature, and of course they cannot therefore be classified into single category. In this case, I would like to argue against the recent research conducted by Satyadi, Mahpul, Sukirlan, and Rahman, in which orientation was placed under the category of motivation. So in that study, we can see the result that there are three most influential factors: two motivations and one more is orientation, which was international orientation. Yes, we know that term, international orientation, but I myself would argue that international orientation belongs to the second category, which was the extrinsic motivation or the instrumental motivation. So we cannot separate them. Motivation can only be classified into two: integrative or that kind. We follow one of the classifications: extrinsic, intrinsic, integrative, and instrumental. We choose one of them because it is exactly not the same. Ellis clearly determined that, and also Gardner back in 1972, because as we see, I provide you with some cases here, with two cases of my own learners taken from, well, these stories are from my personal journal. So as it is too long to explain in this short video, I expect that you read the story first before you actually watch this video and listen to my presentation. Motivation, orientation, effort, and attitude, they are not the same, but they are influencing one another. They can feed each other off. In what way? In this way. Let's see. Orientation might be the trigger of motivation, but strong motivation is more likely to create a stronger effort and better attitude. Yet, attitude can also determine the strength of the motivation itself. And orientation can also influence motivation in such a way that once the orientation is there, the motivation will be there. But it can also happen that the orientation is no longer there, but the motivation stands still. That way. So maybe some of you have experienced the dynamic relationship among these four aspects. And it can further be elaborated in the WhatsApp group discussion, I think. So basically, it is still hypothetical, supported by some theories, very little theories only, and therefore I would like to open chance for further addition based on empirical evidence we all have gone through. That's all. Thank you.